every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family.
NCAA tournament and the Final Four. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Man, I remember Joel Embiid. I remember that dude. He's really, really good. When he plays, I mean, he's even better then. Sixers are good when he plays, too. And they're still alive. Good morning, boys and girls. The NCAA tournament's expanding, whether you like it or not. I think you knew that. What's next? We'll get into that. The Knicks scored, well, plenty of points. The Celtics scored 11 points in the whole fourth quarter. You don't win that way. And the Spurs brushed aside the Blazers. It's the opening drive. Thank you for finding us on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal in the app and the online and however it is you're finding us, but most likely on the AM or the on the app or online. Thank you for being there. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, how you doing?
What it do?
You living all right?
All right.
Good to be back in studio. I've been on the road a lot, I realized, in the last month. But I don't think I missed a show.
No.
I don't think I missed one. That's not true. I guess I did during that 1 week. Yeah. Well, then there was that 1 week. All right. Spurs brush aside the Blazers, but I think the story is Damn, remember Joel Embiid? 33 points last night and a pretty dominant performance for him. He played 39 minutes. He had 4 rebounds and 8 assists, and the Sixers didn't just stay alive in Boston. They handled the Celtics, and they held Boston to 11 points in the fourth quarter in what could have been an elimination game. And it's 3-2 headed back to Pennsylvania. And if they can find a way to win at home, this thing gets really, really interesting, doesn't it?
No doubt. Joel Embiid, as you said, hey, look at this guy, top 10 NBA player when he's on. The Celtics don't have a counter for that. And that's what has made Joel Embiid a fantastic NBA player when he's available. And this team with that backcourt and him scoring can give Boston fits, because the one thing you see with the Celtics, as good as they've been over this run, winning the NBA Finals, they can have some really, really tough cold streaks. Yeah. You saw that in the fourth quarter. They missed their final 14 shots. And if this gets to Game 7, I am nervous on Boston, because you got Joel Embiid go out there and put 40 on you.
What the odds, I don't know what they are, and I'm sure we could find them somewhere, of the top 2 seeds in the East going out in the first round. I don't know if that's ever happened. I'm guessing probably not, because it's very rare that the number 1 seed goes out. And the fact that the 2 would go out at the same time would be pretty astronomical, I would think. However, I think Detroit's in big trouble. I think Detroit, they're down 3-1, right? And Orlando has just looked better than Detroit. And the 2 seed is the Celtics, and they are still up 3-2. But JJ probably should have closed it out, right? When you're the higher seed, you're home, you're up on an elimination game, you give them a chance. You go back to their crib. Now, granted, Philly's won their 2 games on the road, right? They haven't been able to win at home, but you get that dude rolling a little bit. I'm a little nervous if I'm the Celtics right now.
No question about it, because there's talent with Tyrese Maxey, BJ Edgecombe, and Joel Embiid, and now it allows the rookie Edgecombe to not have to do crazy rookie things, which he can do. But that's a tough duo of Maxey and Embiid, because there's not a counter for when Embiid's healthy. He is a fantastic offensive presence. You see his ability, also 8 assists. And that's a guy that at time was flirting with, is he better than Jokic? Like, are we having a conversation there? And
he's not there all the time.
But when he's on, it makes you think, like, goodness,
yeah,
like, which one of those dudes would you want? And this is absolutely a time where you start clenching if you're the Celtics.
Where I worry about Philly is can they sustain the minutes they play, right? 4 of their 5 starters played north of 39 minutes. And then Oubre was their other one and played 32. They don't get a lot of bench minutes. And so hence the difference when Embiid is healthy and when he's not healthy. I got 43 minutes out of Paul George, for crying out loud, right? He went 16, 9, and 7. That's a pretty good stat line for Paul George last night. So as I watch this thing, and then I see the Knicks handle Atlanta, are the Knicks kind of rising as the favorite in the East all of a sudden?
Potentially, because when they're on, they're really good in this series, because they've won the last 2 by 22.5 points.
Yeah. I mean, they're like handled last night. 126, what was it? 126-97 last night. The Knicks beat Atlanta. So that series is now 3-2. Knicks are up. They're headed back to Georgia. I never felt the Hawks were going to win this series, and I still don't. They're pesky. They're pesky enough to let you know they're there, and to make New York think a little bit. And the winner of this series is going to get the winner of that Celtics Sixers series, right? That's the Knicks are 3. That's the 2. And so, I mean, you tell me right now. The Knicks, when they're on, and again, another team that the rotation gets really, really, really short. They got 39 out of Jalen Brunson last night. 39 points. He played 35 minutes, had 8 assists, and turned the ball over only 1. 39 out of Brunson. And went on and just handled Atlanta last night. The other one in the West last night, Spurs 114, Portland 95. So the Spurs eliminate the Portland Trailblazers. The first series victory for the Spurs in a lot of years. Victor Wembanyama was really good, 17, 14, and 6 blocks. Did you see the block he sent over the backboard in like the 18th row or whatever the hell it was in the fourth quarter?
Souvenir.
Yeah. I mean, like, what? Dude's different. And, like, physically, we've seen the Sean Bradleys, the Minute Bulls, who are, freaky tall, right? 7'5", 7'6", whatever it was. But we've never seen that. And when a guy's got that sort of handles and that sort of skill and that sort of, he can shoot the ball, he can handle the ball, he can get to the rim, he's just obscene around the rim as a defender. And then long out, like, remember when Kevin Durant came in and at 7 feet was shooting 3-pointers and handling the ball? We're like, holy bleep, like, what is that? This is just a bigger, crazier, dare I say, better version of that.
Yeah, it's a player that you create, like in your video game. You're like, oh man, there's no way this could work. Are you kidding me? This dude's 7'5" and he's handling the ball and shooting threes. Yeah,
and just owns the rim. Owns the rim.
He looks like he's playing on a Nerf boot.
Yeah. It's 100% like you're playing with your kid on the Nerf boot, right? Like, come on,
some of the
kid.
plays are so simple. They can draw up, just a quick slip, throw it around the rim, and he's gonna dunk it.
Yeah. All right, we got 3 pairs of tickets to give away. Which Chupacabras game is this? The 31st? I believe it to be the 31st. And we got 3 pairs to give away today. We're going to do that let's just do it at 7:25, 8:25, 9:25. Does that work for you? So we'll do that so you can get out and watch some, what I think is really good indoor football. And I'll let you know what game it is. I'm pretty sure it's the 31st. It is? Okay. I think they play San Diego on the 31st. So we'll do that 7:25, 8:25, and 9:25 today. Let me open up phone lines for you because, that somehow I got to open them. I got to push a button and here's the key. And they're open all the time, just so you know. 505-246-0610. That's the Sports Animal phone line and the Meineke on San Pedro text line, where you'll get fair and affordable care for your vehicle at Meineke on San Pedro. 505-246-0610. Emails come in today like they do every day at jeff@sportsanimalabq.com or JJ, that's JJ, at sportsanimalabq.com. On the X, it's _JJ Buck. Adrian, glad you're feeling better today. He's producing on the TV side. We're available for you on Xfinity Channel 26 throughout the state of New Mexico. We are available on our Facebook page, The OD and the AM. And we are available on the YouTube channel for ProView Network. So see, even when one platform might not be available, there are many ways to consume the content of the award-winning opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. JJ, it is going to happen. Oh, but we'll get way more teams in. Now all those bubble teams, see, we'd have got in this year. I guess. I guess. But you're not getting a whole lot more teams. The NCAA tournament is going to expand, whether you want it to or not, whether you think it's right or not. You know why? Of course you do. We'll get into that when we get back, what it's going to look like, why it's going to look like that, and, what happens next. 505-246-0610. We'll do that when we come back. Fellas, I want you to know about Vita Vital Medical. Why? Because if you are dealing with chronic fatigue, you don't feel like yourself, you're not performing like you used to, you are not focused, you just don't feel like you, they're going to help. They take care of this. This is what Vita Vital Medical has done all around the globe. Don't expect it just to go away. Don't think it's going to take care of itself. Don't wish it away. Don't wonder what's going on, because hormones play a huge role in how men feel every single day. Vita Vital Medical specializes in helping you take care of this. They've helped thousands of men all over the planet feel better. Vita Vital Medical actually tests. Then they explain to you what's going on with the results. They help you create a plan for you, specifically tailored to you based on your test results. So whether it's testosterone optimization, medical weight loss, or peptides to boost performance, boost recovery as well, everything they do is medically guided and tailored specifically for men who want to feel better, stronger, and more in control. So stop settling and feeling off. Go ahead and take action and get real results and feel better. Right now, Vita Vital Medical is offering your initial exam and blood work for just $79. Guys, $79 to figure out why you feel like this and get it taken care of. 505-537-8484. 505-537-8484. They're online at VitaVitalMedical.com. That's VIDA. VIT is in Thomas AL. VitaVitalMedical.com.
What's up, guys? David Pollack here. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans.
Sort of surprise. This has been suggested. It's been headed this way for a while. I can't find anybody outside of basketball coaches and people in the front office of the Power Four conferences who think this is good. But it doesn't matter because that's who matters. Basketball coaches get bonus, JJ. I'm going to the NCAA. So absolutely give me 8 more options to get my bonus. 100%. Fans feel better when they go to the NCAA tournament. And this is going to open up more room for more power conference teams. Why do you say that? Well, look at the last 8 out last year. And I believe 6 of them were power conference teams, maybe 5, right? No, VCU got in. San Diego State and New Mexico were in the last 8 out, and I think the rest of them were, the Auburns and they were all power. Auburn, Oklahoma, right? A bunch of power conference teams, and that's the way this is going to be. It's men's and women's basketball. You saw this yesterday. It had to be zero surprise to you.
Yes, with the momentum we've seen over the last few weeks of where this was going, 76 is here, and the new play-in format added games early to play into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, there'll be another Dayton site set, and again, dude, Albuquerque's perfect for that. Albuquerque is the perfect site for that. Now, how would you do that? Somehow figure out how to get a floor in there. What would you do with the state tournament? State tournament runs the week before, right? It does. It runs during the conference tournament. So you'd have to just schedule the Ty Murray around that. I mean, if you could have the Ty Murray a week later and run, like these are the events you're looking to get in there. The NCAA, this is Pete Thamel broke the story yesterday. Going to 76 teams. They're currently at 68, so they're adding 8. Right? So those play-in games, those 6 teams out of the SWACs and the MEACs and, right, all those teams. And I'll give you this. From their perspective, and JJ, if they make what they're now calling it's going to be called the opening round, I believe. Is that right? They're not going to call it the first 4 anymore. I think it's called the opening round, and then the first round will be the main bracket. If they make this, and I believe they do, I've never been to one, but what I understand they do, it gives the teams like Stony Brook, Texas Southern, right? Those teams who win, they get a win at the NCAA tournament. They get a unit.
I'm a proponent of that. If you end up being a 16 seed and not everyone, there's a strong portion that those teams got the automatic berth. They deserve to be in the bracket. I'm like, they deserve a shot to win a game.
What's more important, right? To go win a game or to go get your ass kicked by UConn?
Yeah. I'm just thinking too, if a team like the University of Mexico, like the women's side, gets in, hey, maybe go a chance to win a game and then stay a few extra days.
Let me ask you, I mean, so that's a real question. If you're that team, the 6 teams out of those conferences, the MEAC, the SWAC, the Big South, whatever, wherever it happens to be, whoever happens to be those lower 16 seeds, I guess all the 16s now are probably going to play in there, right? All the 16s will, right? They're going to have play-ins at all the 16 level, I'm going to guess. Would you rather go and have an opportunity to go to Dayton and play and have a chance to win an NCAA tournament game, or just go in the main bracket and get fed to Arizona?
Hey, give me a play-in opportunity.
Right? And then let me go get fed to Arizona.
And even with the added inventory, you still are in the spotlight in those opening days.
There's still steps they say to take terms and approvals for various NCAA committees, but they're said to be just formalities because they have what they need now to move forward. So the NCAA met with their media partners. That would be CBS and Turner. And I guess is ESPN involved with? They're really not with the NCAA tournament.
On the women's side.
On the women's side, they are, yeah. They were the final steps of expanding these media contracts. They haven't been signed yet. Once the contracts are completed, Thamel says that the NCAA is going to need approval from various committees, men's and women's basketball committee, the men's and women's basketball oversight committees, the board of governors. But they find that to be just basically formality. So the location of the new site is not yet to be determined. It's expected to be west of the Eastern Time Zone. Again, dude, this would be...
How do you get your name in the conversation?
I mean, if Dayton and Albuquerque are very, very similar basketball towns, the Pit would be, it feels like ideal for this. You got the practice gym, you got it for media, you got enough hotels. Like, this would be ideal. Would you... So that will preclude you from being a host for the regionals or those first round tournaments, but you're not getting those anyway. Like for basketball fan around here, would you be willing to say, you know what, we're not going to get the NCAA, the regionals anymore. We're not going to have a site, but we want to be that site every year and have the opening round. I think the answer is yes, right?
Because what they've shown you with Dayton, and I think what they would do here is try to find that host site.
And stay there.
You're going back there.
And stay there. Yeah, like they go to Oklahoma City for softball World Series. They go to Omaha for the baseball. They go to Dayton for the first round, the first four. Right? Yes. I don't know if Ryan's in on this. I'm sure he is. But try to find a way to figure out what do we got to do to be that? Because that's coming this year. So, I mean, that's now. I'm curious, man, as basketball fans and in this league and knowing how passionate you all are, how do you feel about the NCAA tournament expanding? Is it a good thing for you? Is it bad? It's more opportunity, certainly. And this year, New Mexico would have gotten in. They'd have been in the opening round. They'd have gone to Dayton because they wouldn't have gone to Albuquerque. They'd have gone to one of those first-round sites.
Yeah, you look at how it played out. It would have been Oklahoma, Auburn, San Diego State, Indiana, New Mexico, Seton Hall, Virginia Tech, and Stanford.
So say the first four again. It was San Diego State and New Mexico were the only two non-power schools, right?
That's correct.
Auburn, Oklahoma, Virginia Tech, Stanford. Who else did you say? Seton Hall?
Yes.
Who did I miss?
Indiana?
Yeah. So it would have been 8 more teams added. It would have been 2 Mountain West teams and 6 power conferences. So, whether you like it or not, this is where it's going. All right, 505-246-06. I'm wondering how you feel. I do have news this morning about how you are going to be able to view games on the CW. Why do you care about the CW? Because that's part of the Mountain West package, and if you're still into the PAC package or the Pac-12 or whatever it is, there's some news this morning about how you're going to be able to view some of those games. And do I have to get another streaming app? Do I have to do? I'll tell you how this is all going to go down. We got 2. What do we got? Pairs. 2 tickets to go see the Chupacabras play San Diego on the 31st. This game is going to be at Tingley Coliseum. 505-246-0610. Caller number 3 right now. Caller 3, you get 2 pairs of tickets to go see indoor football at its finest, courtesy of J.J. Buck. Call now. 505-246-0610. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
More opportunities. So theoretically, yes, it gives there's more spots.
And I think most people believe that the Lobos will, of course, be competing for that automatic bid given out in Las Vegas, but be a team that should be in the conversation.
Yeah. You know, I'm not a big fan of this. I find the tournament to be the best sporting event in our country. Maybe this will expand. Maybe it gives you just more games. I mean, it gives you, hell, you don't have to wait.
Well, it doesn't change what those first few days will be, like when it hits Thursday.
No, but it changes Tuesday and Wednesday and makes them even thicker, right? And so maybe it will be better, right? Maybe I got more games on Tuesday and Wednesday to watch. You know, your bracket will still kind of play out. Those teams will play into your main bracket come hit Thursday, and
just might have to wait to print it out so you can get it down
and pick your 11, your 11, 12 seed or 10, 11. I mean, were they all going to play into the 10, 11 lines? 11, 12 lines? I guess 11, 12. Is that what 11, 12, and 16?
11, 12, 16, most likely.
Yeah, I guess that's what it's going to be. All right. A lot of, I say a lot. Part of the new Mountain West package moving forward is going to be, there's going to be games on the CW. And the Pac-12 is going to be on the CW as well. Press release came out this morning that the CW and ESPN are teaming up, JJ, to stream content. So if you have the ESPN app or you subscribe to that ESPN app, then the CW games are going to be available for you there. Why are you laughing?
So add it to the list.
What?
Things we got to subscribe to.
Well, but you already get that.
No.
You don't have ESPN?
ESPN has changed their structure a lot.
Okay, well,
like when you think you had watch ESPN stuff.
Yeah. All right, so
you got to upgrade.
A couple things. You still are going to get these games over there on CW. So if you get the CW, if you have any TV provider except for DirecTV in this, for whatever reason, you get the CW. Okay, but this is now if you're out like ESPN, like for instance on DirecTV, there's like 206-3, 4, 5, 6. Like you get a lot of these ESPN Plus games. But the CW and ESPN teamed up to stream more than 800 hours of live events. CW Sports will be exclusively streamed live on the ESPN app. They're not going to have their own app. It's all their stuff's going to be on the ESPN app. So that's Pac-12, Mountain West, NASCAR, bowling, all kinds of stuff. It says, I'm reading from the release now. The CW network and ESPN are teaming up to make the ESPN app the exclusive streaming home for all CW sports live events, combining premium sports offerings into a single viewer-friendly experience through the groundbreaking agreement. All CW sports will be broadcast live on the CW network and stream live on the ESPN app for fans on ESPN Unlimited subscription. So, it's certainly changed. I understand that. Believe me, I've been on some of those calls. But yeah, I think I find that to be a good thing.
Yeah, you can find it if you have DirecTV.
Or if you're already subscribed to the ESPN app.
Maybe. You got to double check because once they added that extra tier, I know I lost a lot of content.
Did you? Do you get United games?
I can get stuff like that. There's other stuff I thought I would be able to get.
Yeah.
That it's, I need to
go
premium on it.
Up a little bit. I don't honestly know how it works. Maybe I should, but I do not know exactly how it works. But
I think when you get closer to, of course, football season, basketball season, we are going to have to build a guide and maybe just have a show. Like, tune in at 8:30 and we'll tell you how you watch sports.
Seriously. Yeah. And refuse to read any of the emails that say, I wish it was on KGGM after the late news.
You're right. This is the way it is now.
Yeah,
just got to deal with it. Got to help each other out.
Yeah, I won't do that anymore. All right. I want to get in, when we come back, we'll get into Diego because his situation changed yesterday. Do you want to do a little recap? I spent the last 2 days in Scottsdale, or 3 days ago, at the Mountain West Conference spring meetings. And whilst I not, nor do I want to be, sitting in on the AD meetings or the football coaches or basketball coaches meetings, it's not somewhere I want to be, nor should I be. But I am invited to the meetings and as a Bull representative. Really interesting vibe, dude. Really, really interesting time. And like I told you, I've been doing this for years. And you've got representatives, Fox is there, ESPN's there, the CW's there, schedulers are there, officiating. There's a lot of people I've seen over all these years at all these different spring meetings that I go to, and I've been to a lot of different leagues. There's a sense of, I'm trying to find the right word, because complacency certainly is not. There was seemingly very little tension. The membership question over the last couple of years has just been looming, right? Who's leaving, who's not, how are they going to deal with it? What are they going to do? There's been the drama, the tension, then all of a sudden the departing schools are suing you, and how do you sit together? And so last year we didn't do that. Like there was, I think they did it virtual. Spent some time with the new North Dakota State people, met the new AD and head football coach at Northern Illinois and North Dakota State, spent some time with the Hawaii people, a lot of time with the UTEP AD and head coach. They're pretty fired up. Boy, their schedules. Like what UTEP's doing this year. Like, Bobby, what, why? That's a whole nother story. JJ, when we look at this in 5 years, do you think there's going to be a huge difference between the Pac and the Mountain West? If they're still in the same form, and I can't promise you they'll be in the same form in 4 years or whatever. But my point being, I don't know that I think Boise State is what Boise State has been. San Diego State feels like they're going to remain a 7 to 10 win team on a regular basis. Fresno State probably as well. And after that, tell me what you find to be a guarantee. Colorado State hasn't won. I don't know. Does Utah State continue to win in football? What is Washington State and Oregon State anymore? Do you believe that league is that much better in football than
it is not
West?
going to be what they expected it.
I don't think so either.
It's not going to be something you look at and they'll be celebrating the death of the Mountain West Conference and how they destroyed all these programs. Could there be edges in certain areas? Yes. But I do not think football is going to be as far away as they anticipated it being. And basketball might have an edge, but it's not
the Pac.
For the Pac, yes. Yeah. But it's not going to be something where they can just go out there and be that dominant where they're saying, yeah, we are on the verge of power conference. Like, nope, you just have a name.
Yeah, I just look at it. Maybe we'll be wrong, man. Maybe, Washington State and Oregon State emerge and come back to power, and Boise State becomes. I'm looking at the football programs as we sit here today. I think UNLV, New Mexico, Air Force, North Dakota State, and Hawaii are pretty. Do you agree with that?
I do.
I think the bottom's got to get better. UTEP plays Oklahoma, Michigan, and Oregon State. Like, what are we doing? But okay, they got to go to Ann Arbor and Norman. All right. San Jose State feels like, I spent not a lot of time. I spent a nice chunk of time with Ken Niumatalolo. Actually, I really like super cerebral dude. Talking about them moving forward, how they schedule, what they look, how they've been recruited, and just talk life. But San Jose State's formidable, right? That was one of the Lobo losses last year, wasn't it? So I look at this league and I'm like, you know what? I don't know that I think they're that far behind, if at all, the Pac when it comes to football. But we'll watch it play out. We'll see.
Right now, they're not.
It's going to be interesting. All right, 505-246-0610. When we get back, Diego Pavia's situation changed, actually quite dramatically. But careful on what you hear and what you read. We'll explain what the contract means and what it more so does not mean. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Town.
This report is sponsored by Capital One.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies. past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts.
Or is Dan Patrick and the anchor on Channel 13 say Pavia? Why is that so hard? Dude, how do you not know Diego Pavia? Especially like Dan Patrick, right? I mean, I don't know. Was there a bigger name all season? By the end, it was Fernando Mendoza. I understand that. But all season long, was there a bigger story in college football than Diego Pavia?
It's pretty big.
Or Diego Pavia? And how does someone locally? Anyway. Diego Pavia is not now just invited to rookie mini. He'll be in camp in the fall. All right. We always say fall. It's really, really late summer or midsummer for that matter. With the Baltimore Ravens competing for that number 3 job. Opening drive is Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. Thanks for finding us this morning on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal, or wherever it is you find us. Initially, he was invited, was Diego, to rookie mini camp. He signed a contract as an undrafted free agent. It's a 3-year deal. And it was going to be a tryout. So it's a non-guaranteed deal. And it would be what I see, $2.3 million or whatever it is. If he makes the team, then they'll figure out what their deal is. He's going to go in and he's going to compete for the number 3 quarterback's job behind Lamar Jackson and Tyler Huntley. They brought in, and look, this guy that they brought in is no joke. Joe Fagnano, the quarterback from UConn. And JJ, you and I talked about him. I want to say mid to late October, we started to notice what's going on with him. That was a team I was interested in the bowl game. They were a 9-win team. Would they come out and play, whoever? And Fagnano had a terrific year last year. He also is an undrafted free agent. So Diego signs a 3-year deal. It is not guaranteed. I hear people say, he's got 3 years. No, he's got to make the team.
He's not even on the 53-man roster.
Right. And that's
on the 90-man roster. He takes training camp before it gets cut down. It's a great opportunity. It's a step forward. This is what you hope you get coming out of minicamp, and he doesn't have to earn it. In minicamp, he can look and say, hey, they're bringing 2 undrafted free agents in with that number 3 spot open. It looks like they do want to potentially carry one of these guys as their emergency quarterback. Yeah, Lamar Jackson, Tyler Huntley, the veterans slotted in, and so 2 undrafted free agents coming in. It's understandable when you hear 3-year. It happened a little bit yesterday. I had to have some conversations with some news people around here, like, oh my gosh, Pavia 3 years with the Ravens. What a great it's a universal formality for undrafted free agents.
Yeah, it's relaxed. It's not a guaranteed deal. If he gets cut, he doesn't get the money. I mean, he gets the money for while he's there. Here's the deal. This is a better situation than he was in yesterday morning. As yesterday morning it was here, you're invited to come try out at camp. He's got an opportunity to go in. It sounds like they're very serious about having these 2 guys compete for the number 3 job. And look, Lamar gets hurt periodically. When Lamar's hurt, and he, let's just say week 7, Jackson's out. Snoop Huntley's going to be your quarterback, and Diego Pavia is the backup. And you're a hit away. Okay, so there's an opportunity here. Here's what I do believe is going to happen. Now, I don't know if he makes the team. Okay, because I'm going to tell you, Fagnano's again. This dude's no joke. You might not have heard of him. You might not be familiar with him. He's much more prototypical, first of all. Now, does that fit in the Ravens offense, what they do? Maybe Diego is a better fit. Right? We'll see. But he's going to have the opportunity to prove that he can, A, C, over the line, B, he's tough enough, B, be humble enough, and however many letters I'm on now, throw the football and get it to where it needs to be. Right? And is he an NFL quarterback like he says? Now he's got the opportunity. And to Diego, I say, go get it, young man. You got an opportunity. This has been your story every step. Every step. They told you can't do it. And what they told you at the NFL draft for whatever the reason is. And look, you guys, I don't care if you like him or not. I really don't. I don't care if you're rooting for his success or failure. I don't care. But if you're him, you got to find the humility. You got to find that humility that you had at NMMI, right? That humility that you had when you went to New Mexico State. I'm not saying get rid of your confidence. I'm not saying don't be you, right? Yeah. Be you and be confident, but realize every step, everybody told you can't do it. And look, JJ, I'm with you, man.
I think you can have the swagger, the chip on your shoulder, but I'm getting tired of the bleep everyone. Like,
yes,
Vanderbilt was all in on you, man.
Yeah.
And like gave you a ton of money to play quarterback. You were second in Heisman voting.
Yeah.
And yet everyone is against you. Okay.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. And that's where the humility's got to come in. Be confident, be certain of who you are, be confident in your ability. But now you're going to a grown-ass man league where, with all due respect, they don't need you. Vanderbilt might have needed you. New Mexico State kind of needed you. All due respect, the Ravens don't. And now go make yourself invaluable and go prove how hard you work, how humble you are, and how important you are. And you got an opportunity because this is on script for every step of Diego's career, right? And again, JJ, I get the tangibles. You might be right, man. Maybe he's not good enough. Maybe he's too short. His arm's not good enough. He's not fast enough. It may be. But go let that prove out. But I'm going to tell you, they said that there's no way he could do it in the SEC, didn't they? He's pretty good there. So that's what this is. But he's got a chance. He's got a chance. What happened to Cooper Rush, says the text line. I thought he was the backup in Baltimore. He's somewhere else. Right? I'll find out where he is. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. 505-246-0610. I got a pretty funny story for you on the quarterback tryout that I just heard this week. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. ProviewNetworks.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProviewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Boston, 113.97. Remember Joel Embiid? Really, really good yesterday. It is 3-2 Boston. They'll play the next game in Pennsylvania. The National Hockey League last night got a good one. What was the one I was watching? Oh, the Bruins and Sabres in overtime. Sabres tried to eliminate Boston, and the Bruins got a goal in OT. They stay alive 2-1. It's 3-2 Buffalo. That'll go back to Massachusetts. Wild beat the Stars yesterday in Dallas 4-2. Minnesota's now up 3-2 in that series. And the Edmonton Oilers staved off elimination up in Alberta they beat the once mighty, now just Ducks. Do you like the Ducks uniforms, those oranges that they've got? They used to be like teal and black, and they've been a bunch of different colors. You like the orange? I find them so...
They're okay.
Less than okay. So I find they're very, very orange. That was a lot of orange. All right, so tonight you get Canadians and Lightning as that series tied 2 apiece. The Flyers will try to eliminate the Penguins. How about the Penguins? We're down 3-0, and now it's 3-2. And the Mammoth and the Golden Knights, that historical rivalry, Utah versus Las Vegas. That's 2 games apiece. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. 505-246-0610. Emails, Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com and JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. I will reestablish my Zoom for Adrian here. JJ, we got let me find my Zoom. Where's my link? There it is. We got text on what we were talking about in the both on the Pac and on the Diego Pavia. It says, agree with you on the Pac versus Mountain West. That's why they should have merged with both conferences. Yeah, their football would only get better in a hell of a basketball league and minor sports, but we know football drives everything. It says on Pavia, the man didn't want to pay no agent no money. That was in quotes. He signed an agent day after he doesn't get drafted. See, I don't think that's right, dude. The agent gets him a deal. Yes, he still has to make the team versus release. He's getting paid at camp and at least getting invited to camp. JJ, tell me if I'm wrong here, and I could be. The agent thing was he did not have an agent in college, correct? But he did have an agent going through this whole pro draft process, isn't that?
That's from what I've read. I've seen stuff online where it's like he didn't have one for NIL money, but he had one for the NFL.
Yeah, that's the way I understand this. He didn't need one at Vanderbilt, right? I mean, he had, first of all, Jerry Kill was looking out for him, and he was at Vandy. And I mean, I always wonder this: if they're coming at you and you're that dude, do I need an agent to shop me around? He was going to go. Remember, he was going to Nevada, and Jerry Kill got the job at Vanderbilt, and he's told the story. I'm not telling anything out of school here. And Jerry Kill called him and said, "No, come to Vanderbilt." And I'm sure they slotted the money, and Jerry made sure it was fair, right? Why do I need to give an agent 20% of that? Why are you mad at him for not having an agent in college? Oh, wait, he didn't give 20% of his money like all these other guys are? Damn, he's pretty stupid. Tell me what I'm missing here. You know, because he said I didn't give no agent no money. All right, you don't like his grammar. Okay, cool. But no, I'm fairly certain from everything I've understood that he had an agent through the process. So Diego will not have to. It's not a rookie camp tryout. It is a undrafted free agent deal, and he's. I'm not going to tell you who told me the story. It may come out because I think they should take the story and blow this thing up for their program. So a football coach was telling me a story about you know you have open tryouts. If anybody on campus thinks they can play football, come on out. And this is not uncommon on any campus in America, whether it's the SEC, the Mountain West, Conference USA, pick it, right? So a coach was telling me they had open tryouts and a bunch of kids came out, and there's this kid at quarterback. He said he's like 6'2", 120 pounds, like skinny kid, doesn't know what he's doing, but he's out here, and he came out to try out to be a quarterback. And there's, he's like, I noticed, there's not a lot of people in the stands. It's these we're in the stadium, and it's empty, but there's like 8-10 kids up in the stands, like in one block. I'm like, what are they doing? What the hell is that? And so I'm watching them warm up, and I'm watching. He says, kind of watch them, and I'm paraphrasing, obviously. And I go up to him, and before we start to go live, I'm like, man, I can't let this happen. And I went up to him and I said, hey, so. I don't want you to get hurt out here, but I'm watching you, and I'm not sure you're really ready for this. And he says, I don't know if he was an exchange student. He thought he was like an East Indian, 6'2", 100, like he said like 6'1", 6'2", 120 pounds. Like didn't know how to throw a football, didn't know what the hell he was doing out there. I'm like, what is this young man doing? And he says, yeah, I know, coach. I finished last in my fantasy football league, and this is my punishment. He says, does that explain those idiots up there? He's like, yeah, they're out there. He's like, all right. He put his arm around the kid. Like, how beautiful is that?
I got you.
And the fact that the kid went through with it, that was his fantasy football punishment for finishing dead last in his league. He had to go out and try out for the team, and all his buddies were up there laughing at him. And so I was like, dude, you should call the network, and like Van Pelt would love this story, or McAfee would love this story, or you could make this kid should do a podcast. You should take him on the road. This could be just gold, don't you think?
I don't know about a road podcast, but I think a funny story of following through on your fantasy football punishment, especially Matthew Berry.
Yeah, Matthew
right there,
Berry.
Roto World.
Yeah.
Fantasy Life, stuff like that would eat it up.
How good is that? And Coach was like, all right, then, I get it. You know? All right. Here, let's call an easy play for you. All right, what you're going to do is get the ball, hand off to,
a couple of handoffs.
I just find it beautiful. First of all,
I like the reaction from the coach.
Hell yeah.
Not just like, okay,
and
have a little fun and not.
Yeah. Yeah. Coach is a good dude. Like, and you could see him just totally getting into it. And his idiot friends up there just in the stands, just laughing and laughing. Are you a fan of punishment, like last place punishment in fantasy football?
Yes.
Really? All right. Does your league do that?
Yes, but it's nothing crazy. Like, we're not going to get you injured or put you in a terrible situation, but some people are a little too scared to even do a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not sure I'm a big fan of it. I almost finished last 1 year. A couple years back. I had a big last week to get the tiebreaker on points. And the dude who finished last didn't show up at the draft. It was like, I have to wear 2-2 with the draft.
Yeah, and I think it depends, because most of these leagues that have stuff that you don't want to finish last in, you've known these dudes forever. So, like, that's where it's like, all right, man, we're not going to get you killed. We're not going to put you somewhere where you don't want to be, but brah, that's what we do. Been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah.
Don't finish in last place.
Yeah. Somebody's got to, though. You always think, well, I'm not going to. But somebody got it. All right. 505-246-0610. You guys are coming in on the email machine this morning. That's Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. I got the question on the text line. Jeff, JJ, what happened to Cooper Rush? I thought he was a backup quarterback in Baltimore. He was released on, what's the date here? I just found the date on it. It was in March that he was released by March 12th. The Ravens released Cooper Rush. So I believe him to now be a free agent. He was released after signing that 2-year, $6.2 million contract in 2005. It was incentive laden. Baltimore re-signed Tyler Huntley to return. That was, again, March 12th. So that's a month and a half ago. And now I just looked at the depth chart. Like, the ESPN's got depth charts up. They've got Diego Pavia as the number 3 quarterback on the depth chart for the Baltimore. Joe Fagnano is not even on the list.
He is not officially a number 3 quarterback.
I know he's not. No, I know he's not. I'm well aware of that.
People are going to take that and run.
Well, but yeah, they're going to see that and go, "Oh my goodness!" And he got a 3-year deal, and he's this is so. Yeah, it can be.
It can be. And this is what he needed to get out there and play football.
Yeah. Let me again. I'm going to just probably die on this stump here. I find this to be an incredible opportunity. Is it insanely disappointing that he didn't get drafted? Absolutely for him. Yeah. And so this is where you just take an opportunity and go prove yourself again. And Diego has proven himself at every level of his career. The reason that he is, I don't know, is he the second biggest story of the draft? After Ty Simpson getting drafted, I mean, everybody knew Fernando Mendoza was going 1. You tell me what's gotten more press in the week since the draft than Diego Pavia not getting drafted. Give me one guy.
Diego Pavia is absolutely one of the major draft/post-draft storyline.
So now you got an opportunity to go do what you've done at every step in your career. And It's on script, and I'm just going to tell you, man, if you make it, it makes your movie that even that much better. It does. It makes your 30 for 30 that much incredible. It makes you just go be better, man. Like I would tell him, man, just don't be afraid to be great. And he's not afraid. He's not. But you got an opportunity. And nobody believes in Diego more than Diego, which is cool. Reel in some of the arrogance. Hold on to some of the cockiness. Figure out your spot. Put your head down and go work your ass. Because you got a great opportunity. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Burger King. Burger King has been working on the
The following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
On San Pedro, text line 505-246-0610.
There's also a, not only is the NCAA tournament expanding, there's a new NCAA draft lottery system in the works to de-emphasize or deprioritize tanking. We'll get there as well. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. Thanks for finding us this morning on 95.9 FM and AM. More likely AM 610, the sports animal. No, well, let me get there. Omar says Jason Eck last year equals Omar this year. It's from Omar. Remember 12 months ago, Jeff? Eck came onto the OD and said he would be disappointed if Lobo football didn't make a bowl. Well, Omar will be very disappointed 12 months from now if Dallas Cowboys aren't in a bowl game this season as well. Cowboys should be a playoff team at this point, after what they rebuilt. If you want to look at the NFC, and if you think the Rams and the Bears are really good, and you might be right, and I don't know that just say if you like Rams, Bills, or Rams, Browns, Eagles, and then whatever out of the South, and then or Seattle. I mean, Seattle's going to be in the playoffs. So who else? Lions, Packers are good. Niners seem to be good. The Cowboys should. It's time. It's time. With what you're paying that quarterback, with what you just invested in defense, it's time. Yes.
The Cowboys should be pushing Philadelphia for that division. And while Jaden Daniels might be back, have the Commanders done enough defensively to be in that conversation? Because that could make it
defensively is the issue.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, I agree with
you. Then the division could be a team that wins 10 games.
Jack says Diego Pivia is in a great spot. Jeff Lamar is always hurt. Ty Huntley is another of those lifetime backups. He made a hell of a back. That must be great at holding a clipboard because when he plays, he doesn't blow your socks off. How long will it be before fans of Stigfoot's Ravens are crying for Diego to get on the court? Well, it's going to be a minute. I think he disowned the Ravens a while back, didn't he? He disowned NFL. It's going to be a minute because you still have one of the most dynamic players, period, in the NFL. And Lamar's still your dude. But is Lamar injured? The last couple of years, he's missed some games. So, yes. That's what I'm saying. This is the spot. Like, if he gets drafted by, I don't know, pick your team. That's got 5 quarterbacks in camp. The Browns. Like people would say, oh, you can go to the Browns and he could be. No. The quagmire that's there. Give me a place, and I understand that they got a new coach, but give me an organization that's run pretty well, that isn't going to put up with crap, that kind of has their number one firmly settled, and knows what it is they're looking for, right? They got a 1, they got a 2. You get an opportunity to come in and be our thing. And while Diego said, I'm not here to be anybody's backup, I'm here to steal the job, I think he realizes he's not there to steal Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, you're not taking Lamar's job.
Right?
For a while.
Perfect situation, it feels.
Well, any of these teams looking for a QB3.
Yeah. Oh.
With upside to step into a backup quarterback role. And yeah, there's a reason these guys are backup quarterbacks. There's a reason that Snoop Huntley doesn't blow your socks off. So that's what these guys are fighting for, is that opportunity.
Bruce says, in the vein of I want my games on KGGM after the evening news, and I won't watch a game on whatever, and I can't stream. We got to get back to 64 in the NCAA tournament. Okay, but we're not going to. Bruce says we don't need more teams. Just because you're bowl eligible doesn't mean you're bowl worthy. And I recall Steven Smooth Jerry coming on the OD in March talking about the unimpressive, or how unimpressive the last few of the 68 clubs were. Bruce, as much as I agree with you, you're not going backwards. You're going to get to 90 before you ever get back to 64. The NCAA tournament's expanding to 76.
It's okay. Just wait till that first Thursday, and then you have your
same bracket,
64 teams.
Yeah, so you don't have to get in. Yeah, yeah, and that puts more teams in the discussion and more teams on the bubble. Or, you know, look, do I think the bubble was incredibly impressive this year? I do not. You know, Auburn was on the bubble. They won the NIT. New Mexico got to the NIT Final Four. Tulsa wasn't even on the bubble, though. Tulsa was a 1 seed in the NIT, and they wouldn't have even been in the NCAA tournament, right? Yeah, we're not going back. All right. Harold's in. You know, Harold's a big volleyball guy. There was a story in the Journal today that Jeff Grammer wrote about Lobo ticket revenue in all sports. And it mentioned that volleyball is going to play most of their games in the pit. That because, and I don't know if most people knew this, Lobo women's volleyball pays rent to rent Johnson Center. And so in Jeff Grammer's article, it says, while not finalized, the Journal has learned that the volleyball team will play the majority of games in pit moving forward, helping to cut back on the rental charges that UNM Athletics has to pay UNM main campus for the use of Johnson Center, right? That's primarily intended for the student body. And then you've got the no video boards in there. There's no concessions. Parking, as you always complain about, is an issue. There's always construction over there. So they're gonna play in the pit. There'll still be some games in Johnson Gym when there's men's and women's basketball conference, but they're going to try to avoid. Okay. Harold is like, no, in big caps. Jeff, Harold, another one, man. What? Neither of these things. You're not going back to 64, and you're not getting a little mini gym for women's basketball and volleyball. We need a new state-of-the-art, right-sized facility for Lobo volleyball, not a move to New Mexico Educators Federal Credit Union Arena. A history lesson. In the mid-90s, women's athletic director Linda Estes was under fire. After decades and millions of dollars spent, Lobo Athletics had nothing to show for it. Bad sports, losing money, nobody went to games. Estes, he calls her Lestis, apparently or desperately needed a sport to showcase, and then came her ray of light. Laurel Kessel's volleyball was starting to have some success in the WAC, and it had developed a nice little following, especially among the students who packed into Johnson. So she rushed volleyball to the pit, and it was a disaster. First of all, the couple thousand that created the atmosphere in Johnson could barely be heard on Bob King Court. And Laurel Kessel was tired and burned out. She wanted a social life, which wasn't possible, spending 24/7 with Lobo volleyball. So she started to delegate more responsibility to assistants who weren't as committed to the program. The result was a disaster. The win total was dropped, surpassed only by the drop in ticket sales. Lestis returned them to Johnson. Everybody with their tail behind their legs. The program has never recovered. A lot of fans never came back. How are they going to permanently mark the court? Or are they going to temporarily?
They can't, man. They can't.
So
I just, a basketball viewer,
it would kill you.
You
right?
don't want that.
Please don't.
You got to take your time. Put it on, take it off. Put it on, take it off.
What are we using? Tape?
Yeah. They just, no.
Or do you bring
That's
another?
The aesthetics of it.
Do you bring another court in and put it over it?
That's possible.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if there's an easy answer here. I don't know what the economics are to, first of all, you're not building a new arena as much as Harold wants that. And I see the problems at Johnson. All right. Well, they'll figure it out. All right. 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff@sportsanimalabq.com and JJ@sportsanimalabq.com. I got a bunch more from you guys. Keep them coming this morning on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Let's give away 2 tickets to go see the Chupacabras in San Diego The game is on the 31st of May. Caller 3 right now, 505-246-0610. You get 2 tickets to go see indoor football at Tingley Coliseum, courtesy of 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Channel.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
He said structurally the Pit is out of the mix for the round of 64 games and beyond, but he says UNM's athletic director Ryan Berriman told him that Ryan will pursue every avenue to get UNM in the mix as a possible first-round host. Look, I mean, we've been saying this on the show for over a year when they've been talking about expanding, and it became pretty clear that the model was going to be find another Dayton site, and Albuquerque's perfect. It's so similar in basketball, passion, tradition. I've never been to their arena, but I hear it's very similar, very nice. I mean, how would you feel? Would you be willing to give up your hopes of getting the NCAA tournament back at the round of 64 level in 32 and becoming a regular site for that opening round?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you can afford to maybe get back in the regional mix.
Now, the tourism aspect of it, I don't know that you get great travel, great fan travel. Okay. I got Stony Brook playing Texas Southern on a Tuesday, and they announced it on Monday. I'm not getting great fan travel.
No, you're not. Be more about building up something for the city, an event that the city would have to rally around, and you hope would rally around. Now, the hope for Lobo fans is that they would be, maybe some of them would be flying to Dayton, though. But
well, that'll do the thing, right? The Lobos would be, in your ideal season, Lobo fans are on the road somewhere, right? They're going to wherever it is. Hopefully they're not, they're going to Dayton or they got the main bracket. Yeah. I think that's right. And I think it's the right approach on this.
So who do you think they'll be battling with?
I don't know, man. I just
think
a place like Boise won in, but Boise still getting games. I mean, I don't know who wants this. I'm going to guess there's going to be a number.
Boise. I'm just thinking it's Boise.
Feels like Frisco,
Salt Lake City.
Frisco wants everything. So everything goes to Frisco, Texas, right?
Something somewhere in Texas.
Yeah.
I think Phoenix. Something gets involved.
Okay.
Vegas.
I don't know if Vegas gets involved in this one because Vegas is getting Final Four. I don't know that. I mean, I don't know where the NCAA is going to want to go with this, but Vegas is a place that's getting Final Four, and in that competition. But yeah, Kansas City. Kansas City's pretty central, right? Frisco's going to get in on this as well. I think it's a great opportunity. Edward, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. What's good?
Hey, good morning, guys. I read a stat, and you guys might have spoke about this last few days. I saw a stat that SGA in his last 7 games has only missed 1 shot in the fourth quarter, right? Wow. 1 shot. What we're seeing, and I'm not trying to overstate this, and I've mentioned this before, if he goes on and wins the MVP, which I think he's the leading candidate, and the finals, if they win another finals back-to-back, and then he wins the finals MVP, he's in rare air. And he's the master of the mid-range. And I know the narrative on, flopping and whatnot. I did an analysis on his career free throw average. And last year, notwithstanding, I think he shot just under 10 free throws a game, which I compared it with like Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. And he's right in the mean with those individuals, right, in terms of free throw attempts per game. Early in his career, he was at like 7 attempts per game, but it's not egregiously high. It's right in the mean with some of the all-time greats. And he's, just entering into the prime of his career. But last year in the finals, he made big shot after big shot after big shot in critical moments. And I think that we're seeing a transcendent player offensively, at least in this realm of the game, because the game constantly evolves. So just a point that I wanted to share, which I'm sure you guys are well aware of. Now, with Pavia, I truly believe there's a place in the NFL for Pavia. You can't go in and play at that level at the SEC or even at New Mexico State and go into Auburn and beat Auburn. And, the talent on Vanderbilt's team, it was good, but it wasn't great. And he continually delivered and beating Alabama at some point. And I think they beat NC State or Georgia Tech, one of those teams, and positioned that at that level. Now, this contract that he signed, I know they signed another quarterback as well. So who knows what the verbiage is. I know when I saw the interview with John Gruden, he said he's going to represent himself because he doesn't want anybody taking his money. I'm no expert. I just wish I could pull that young gentleman aside because I'm rooting for him and saying, hey, remove yourself and isolate yourself from your circle, right? Nothing wrong with this circle, but I think this is a new realm, a new season in his potential career. And just say, hey, here's some things to think about, right? But I do believe if he gets a shot, guys, if he gets a legitimate shot in the NFL at some point to come in and play, you remember the guy that played for the Saints that would come in certain situations?
Taysom
I forget
Hill.
his name, but
Taysom Hill.
Yeah, exactly. I see him in that capacity, but I do believe, and I know people in Albuquerque and UNM fans hate him. I get that. They're cognitive dissonance, right? They can't see past it. But I do think that there's a place for him in the NFL if he gets a legitimate shot and he can quiet his mind and just focus on his skill set and what's made him great. So I'm rooting for the young man. I think he was the biggest story in the NCAA last year. And if he could just kind of get past that, everything that's made him great and evolve as a person and as an athlete, I'm rooting for him. I think it'd be a great success story. But those are my thoughts.
Right on.
Have a great day.
See you. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people who feel that way. I think there are. And it's going to be up to Diego now to keep the chip on his shoulder, get rid of the anger, right? The F the voters thing, the F the draft thing, that can't be part of who you are anymore. It's now, you know what? I got my opportunity. Let's go make the best of it. 505-246-0610. Hey, I was just looking at schedules. I told you UTEP, how they go to Oklahoma, they get Michigan, they get Oregon State at home. You know what's not on UTEP's schedule this year? New Mexico State. That I-10 rivalry is on, I don't know if it's permanent hiatus. That's too bad. I mean, wouldn't you feel, I don't know, some people would be really glad if the Lobos didn't have the Aggies on the schedule. Wouldn't there be something missing on that schedule? That's the same thing for them, isn't it?
It is.
I didn't even ask them when they were telling me what their schedule is. They play Texas Southern as their other game. I wonder how long that's going to be as we start looking at schedules going into next year. All right, 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff@sportsanimalabq.com. 33 years ago today, this happened. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM, AM 610, Sports Animal.
This report is the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView.
From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks. Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network.
Meineke on San Pedro, doing car care right.
John Thomas Jewelers has moved on up. They're up in the Heights now. Brand new elevated showroom design for one thing, and that's to help you create the ring that you will never second guess. They are on Montgomery, 10501 Montgomery, right between Dion's and El Patron. More private space, more refined space. It is the largest selection of engagement rings anywhere in New Mexico, and it's now going to be showcased the way it deserves to be showcased. It's where you sit down one-on-one, see your ring come to life, and even get to try the exact design before it's ever made in precious metals. This is what they do. The No Regrets engagement ring is amazing. There's no pressure, there's no regrets, and there's no reason to go anywhere else. Just absolute confidence in one of the most important decisions of your life. John Thomas Jewelers is my jeweler. They've been voted best jeweler in Albuquerque 5 straight years, fastest growing jeweler in New Mexico 3 straight years, and the exclusive home of the No Regrets engagement. John Thomas Jewelers at 10501 Montgomery, 10501 Montgomery Northeast. John Thomas Jewelers, where Albuquerque gets engaged. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, just a slugfest out at Santa Ana Star Field yesterday. New Mexico State beat New Mexico 16-15 in baseball yesterday. Went 10 innings, JJ. Aggies scored 6 in the top of the 10th and had to hold on as the Lobos scored 5 in the bottom. Aggies are 3-0 against the Lobos this year in baseball.
Got the Lobos number.
New Mexico State did that yesterday. I was bouncing around. Again, I told you I was looking at schedules. Here, you're pretty good at this kind of stuff. New Mexico and New Mexico State in football have 2 common opponents, not each other, but they have 2 common opponents on their schedule this year. Do you know who those? You'll never get the second one, I don't believe. Do you know who well, if I tell you that, then you will. Do you know who the 2 common opponents are in football?
One of them Mercyhurst?
It is. That was the one that would you have said that if I said you'll never get it? What the hell's Mercyhurst? They're coming out here for like 2 weeks. They're going to go play New Mexico State on the 5th and then come to play New Mexico on the 12th.
BOGO.
I'm seriously. Get paid and go experience the land of enchantment. They're from Pennsylvania. And Mercyhurst is playing New Mexico State and New Mexico. You know who the other one is, by the way? Hawaii. Oh. Aggies go out to Hawaii the week after they play Mercyhurst. Now, it's a short week, Jeff, and you're playing the week before and the travel. It's really tough. And, we're going to have to go out there and just focus. And that's a good Hawaii football team. And they're well coached. And Timmy's got their team playing well. And, their quarterback is good. And by the way, the quarterback evidently is an unbelievable. That's what I learned.
Who's not at this point in time?
Who's not what?
Everyone seems to be an unbelievable golfer if you're playing Division I athletics.
Yeah, Jake Hall, from what I hear, is pretty good. Better than his coach. It sounds like Dax is the golfer. Yeah. All right. Mercyhurst. Get to know them. Do you know what Mercyhurst's nickname is? The Mercyhurst what's?
Oatmealers.
Correct. How'd you know that? I don't even know. I'm trying to read one of their stories. Like if I read a softball story about Mercyhurst, will it give me their nickname? Softball, the Dolphins. Can that be right? The Mercyhurst softball team. Oh, no, Lemoyne's the Dolphins. There's some sort of.
That would be wild.
There's some sort of bird. Well, no, that's Niagara. What the hell is Mercyhurst? The Lakers. The Mercyhurst Lakers.
Those Pennsylvania Dolphins, you got to watch out for them.
Yeah. All right, the Lakers are coming to town. Lakers are going to spend 2 weeks in New Mexico, which is truth. They're going to play both the Aggies and the Lobos. There's your head. The Lakers are going to play both the Aggies and the Lobos. All right, Travis is in on the text line, the Meineke on San Pedro text line, 505-246-0610. Says, I generally agree with you guys on Diego Pavia. First, Dan Patrick had a withering takedown of Diego on his Monday and couldn't be bothered to get his name right. It's not like Diego's some obscure pickleball player. If you're going to tear someone down, both professionally and personally, capital letter, can you at least pronounce their name correctly? On the draft combine interviews, don't you want an athlete that's going to come in and say, I'm here to be the number one option? Someone with that competitive drive to make an impact on the team. What was Diego supposed to say? What flavor of Gatorade does Lamar like? Does he like his jockstrap starched? What temperature does he like his recovery tub? Fair. When you're hiring someone, don't you want someone who wants to be the best at their job? Travis, that's what I was saying, man. Diego's getting pummeled for saying, I'm here to take your starting quarterback's job. I want to go in and be the starter. I don't know what the right answer is. Maybe it's some combination of, ultimately, I'm here to prove that I'm the best and I want to be the starting quarterback. But I mean, do you want a guy who just says, I'm just desperate for a job and I'll take whatever you want?
No, I think that's something that got just rolled into everything else. And by the way, he said that before he was drafted. He didn't say that about Lamar Jackson.
Correct. That's 100% correct.
That was before the draft process.
Yeah. No, that's 100%. I did get some clarification on the volleyball court stuff. And evidently this happens at Duke and Colorado State. Although Colorado State they used to have permanent marks on Moby. It's tape. It's all good, man. They tape up the floor, the lines. Texas Tech, Duke, Colorado State all play volleyball in their basketball arena. But somehow we need, 4,000 seat at New Mexico because we got all that money. Let's just say you had the money. Let's just say you had 120. How much would a small arena? Let's say it was 200 million. Would you rather put that into building some small arena for volleyball and women's basketball as they want? Put it into football or put it into NIL or put it into making your other facility better? Easy answer, right? Really easy. It's volleyball, man. Nothing against volleyball. Follow the money. Got another hour to go. Got more tickets to give away. We'll give away Chupacabras tickets against the San Diego Strike Force. That game is May 31. Do that coming up at 9:25. 33 years ago today, this happened. I know I teased it. I'll tell you when we come back. Significant around here. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Center.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German Car Maintenance and Repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com.
Like I even prominent athletes now. You find a 19-year-old athlete and they don't know what happened 20 years ago. Dude, if I went to a school and played pick your sport at pick your school, and again, this is just who I am because I'm always looking for information. I'd want to know all about it. I want to know who played there, what was it like. Tell me about. Oh yeah, like if you say Dave Bliss to some people on the Louisville basketball team, you think they have any idea who he is? He might be the goalie of the Columbus Blue Jackets, right? I mean, shouldn't they know that?
If you want to take 30 minutes and sit your team down in a meeting and go over the history of your program.
So you think it's incumbent upon the coach? And it might be.
It's just not something that majority of young student athletes do.
Okay. I think you're right. And I think it would behoove. It's just good to know, man. Isn't it good to know what you're part of? Isn't it good to know what made what you're here? Like people always used to talk about I stand on their shoulders and that's who made this place. That's who made these opportunities and all that stuff. I know I sound like, old man, get off my lawn, but I just, and it's the Valvano thing that kind of outlasts us. What made me think about it. Anyway. All right. 505-246-0610. Emails this morning, jeff@sportsanimallabq.com. The Monarchy on San Pedro text line 505-246-0610. All right. We didn't really get into this. The NBA has disclosed to all of its 30 general managers that there will be a new anti-tanking draft reform. They're going to call it, JJ, the 3-2-1 lottery. It's going to include expanding the draft lottery to 16 teams. It's going to flatten the odds and a relegation zone where the bottom 3 teams will be penalized instead of rewarded with fewer lottery balls for the number 1 pick starting with this next draft. Not this one coming up, but the one in 2027. JJ, sometimes the team just stinks.
Yes. Like there are going to be bad teams. And especially when you play an 82-game season or 160 some odd games, like some teams are just going to be bad.
Yeah.
I think what the NBA is trying to change is like Washington. I think they're like 1-26 in the last 27 games. When it's like you had
quit.
Yeah. And in the whole stop telling me your best players can't play the last 2 weeks of the season. Like with what we saw in Utah, it was Lauri Markkanen was sore, held him out a couple games. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, you're done for the season.
Yeah, but let me pay you your $70 million or whatever. On top of this, no team would be able to win the top pick in the draft in consecutive years, or be able to win 3 consecutive top 5 picks. Teams also will not be able to protect picks in the 12 to 15 slots going forward. The 3-2-1 lottery is named to represent the number of lottery balls per team. It would expand the lottery from 14 to 16 teams, and teams that do not qualify for the playoffs or the play-in tournament, but stay out of the relegation zone, which I'm not sure I understand yet, spots 4 through 10, will receive 3 lottery balls each. Teams with a bottom 3 record, the relegation area, would have only 2 lottery balls, but would not get worse than the 12th pick. The rest of the 13 lottery teams would fall back as far as 60. I'm not sure I like this or understand. So, JJ, basically, there's a good opportunity. If you stink, you're going to stink for a long time. That's kind of what I'm reading. Like, so, take Washington out of it. Give me a team that's really bad that tried. Indiana doesn't count because they were without Tyrese Halliburton. But how did the Magic get good? They got picks, right? How did Oklahoma get good? They got picks. What about Chicago? All right, Chicago feels like a team that did they jake it all year or
not all year? They've tried. They've been in the playing tournament the last 2 years.
Right. So now they stink and I don't know, Sacramento. I guess almost you can argue that every team down there tried to be down there. I don't know what the solution is. I'm not sure I love this one. Do you? You like this?
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Like, it's what they're telling you is don't sit your dudes for a month and a half when they can be playing basketball.
Because it hurts our product.
Because the only thing people talked about the last 2 months of the season was about the Wizards and the Jazz.
Yeah. And how bad they were and how much they were trying to lose. And it's the integrity of the product. It's the quality of the product. It's your fan. That's how you lose fans, man. And I don't know how you feel good about, I'm paying a guy $25, $35, $45 million. But you know what? Give him another 2 months off.
Like, I think that is one of the things they're really trying to attack with this setup. It's by having guys on your roster that are making a lot of money that are not playing.
Yeah.
And if they play and you lose, so be it. But to have teams that go 1-26 down the stretch, that have marquee players that could be available to finish the season on the bench, not good for anyone.
1-26 is disgusting. No, honestly. As a professional team, that's disgusting. Don't you think?
Yeah, and their one win came against the Jazz. They're like, dang it. Jazz are trying to lose harder than we are.
Yeah. Washington finished with the worst record in the NBA, 17-65. They won. What makes this thing even more incredible? The season ended on April 12th. So the last 2 months of the season, from February 20th to April 12th, basically 2 months, they won one game. They won one game. They beat Utah 133-1. Were they close in games? No. 130-117. God, can I tell you this? Like 150 points. The last time they held an opponent under 100 was January 29th, and it was 99 points with Milwaukee. They were god-awful. And then Denver on the 22nd. So 3 times this calendar year, they've held a team under 100. It's just gross. They went out and made the trade for Trae Young, right? Did he ever play?
Trae Young and Anthony Davis.
And Anthony Davis. And neither played, right?
No, Davis was out. I think Young played. He had like a little cup of tea.
That's cute.
And then they're like, all right, we good.
They weren't close, man. 130-117, 140-117, 119-108, 129-98, 121-115. That's close. 152 in back-to-back games. They gave up 153 and 152.
And that's who Bam got his 80 on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just disgusting. Bam on a bio put 80 on. 83. 83? 86.
It was 83.
It's just. All right, 505-246-0610. We're going to give away 2 more Chupacabra tickets. We'll do that coming up at 9:25. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Zone.
This is Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas.
I have to agree with you. I would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2.
505-246-0610. Meineke on San Pedro. Doing car care right.
So this LeBron-Mike debate is hitting now because LeBron talked about it. Our games are totally different, he said. That's going to spark the whole LeBron-Mike thing. Like a month and a half early on that, aren't we? It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, 505-246-0610. Last night in the NBA, Sixers beat the Celtics in Massachusetts. Joel Embiid was good. How about the Celtics scoring 11 points in the fourth quarter?
Man, for a team that's been as good as Boston has, they can go through some of these droughts. You're just like, what is happening?
Right.
And I am nervous on the Celtics that Embiid came back and quickly turned it on, like immediately flipped that switch.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect much out of it. And then you watch that and you go, oh yeah, that's how good that damn dude was. Well, when he played. Yeah. Celtics have an issue, man. They better win the next one because the game 7 is going to be back in Massachusetts, but it's where the Sixers have won both their games. Knicks win last night, 126-97. They handled the Hawks in Madison Square Garden. They'll go back to Georgia for game 6 of that series, 3-2 New York. And the Spurs finished off the Blazers, 114-95. I'm not going to lie. If I came out here and talked about how great the NBA playoffs have been, I think I'd be making crap up. The first round has not had the drama that we have seen in recent years. That doesn't mean that they're not going to get better as we move on, because I think the potential next round matchup can give us really good stuff. In the West, we're probably getting Oklahoma City and the Lakers. In the West, we're getting San Antonio and whoever comes out of this Denver series. I think it gets better, right? The games have not been insanely competitive. I mean, look at last night. I got a 97 and 13. I got a 16-point game. I got a 29-point game, and I got a 19-point. Like there was a lot of these games have been double-digit margin. There haven't been like how many moments? There have been a couple in the Knicks Hawks game where the Hawks have won both games by 1 point. There haven't been a lot. It's been, and every game's not going to be great. I'm not bagging on the NBA. I'm not saying something's got to be done. I'm just stating fact that I think the first round's been a little meh, but I think it does get better.
First round.
Yeah, I think it's an average first.
Game 3 of Rockets Lakers was crazy. Detroit, Orlando.
That's where the Rockets blew it, where they were up by 6.
I don't know how many people are actually watching those games.
Which one?
Detroit, Orlando.
Yeah. And the Cavs and Toronto's been interesting.
Cleveland's the team that needs to step up and take this opportunity right.
Well, they better win tonight. Is it tonight?
Yeah.
They better win tonight. Tonight you get the Magic and Pistons in Detroit. Pistons are facing elimination. They're 9.5. How about a team that's down 3-1 in a series, is a 9.5 point favorite? That's real. Cavs are an 8.5 point favorite at home over the Raptors. That series is 2-2. And the Lakers can close out the Rockets tonight. No Kevin Durant tonight. He has been ruled out. You may get, and I would argue you probably will, get Austin Reeves tonight. Back for Los Angeles. Imperative for the Lakers to close it out tonight? It would be very, very good for them to get that extra rest and not have to go back to Texas. Finish this thing off tonight, not give Kevin Durant any more time to get healthy, then just put this thing to bed, move on. Don't you think?
Yes.
I think it's really important. Now,
Austin Reeves get his feet wet a little bit.
Yep. Get Luka a little bit more rest. I mean, he's going to get the rest anyway, but push this thing out. I think it'll be 5 or 6 days before the next series starts. If they get Luka and Reeves back and LeBron playing the way he is, do you give them a shot against Oklahoma City? I think you got to give him a shot, right?
If Luka is there, yes.
Yeah, if Luka is there. I think that's probably right. So that's where that is. You can get in on the NCAA tournament expansion. It's going to 76 by every report. And Jeff Grammer tweeted today what we've been kind of talking about for over a year. If this thing goes, and it's going to, and they're looking for another Dayton site, Albuquerque feels kind of ideal. But JJ, the issue is still the issue. You still got to put a floor in there. I mean, literally, if the issue is, we've been talking about this for, 8 years. Can the issue really literally only be, well, your footprint isn't big enough to put one of those NCAA floors? I can't carve a couple feet off of the floor. I can't not put in a couple planks. I can't cut back, jackhammer out 1 or 2 rows. Like if it's that simple, why has it not been addressed? There's got to be something more to it, don't you think?
That's a good question, because we've kind of been focused on the floor for a while now. I haven't been to Dayton's arena, but since they've been in this rotation, have they added a little bit? Is it,
have they added what?
It's a little space, like locker rooms, like things along those lines for having multiple teams in and playing multiple games. That's things around the edge.
Because you're going to have 8 teams in 2 days, right? You're going to play 2 games a night. That's 4 games a night, so you need 4 locker rooms. Right? New Mexico's going to have to clear out of theirs, and you need 4 locker rooms. I think you're okay there. You've got the Davalos Center that you use as a media center. Because otherwise you don't have a media room, and you need that, right? You've been to the NCAA Mountain West tournament. You need something of that size. And they've done that before, and it felt like it worked really well. And there's that entrance on the south side, so you can go straight from the Davalos Center into the pit and walk straight in. You don't have to come all the way around, or you can go walk them down the ramp. Either way. I believe you have substantial hotels to handle 4 teams and small traveling parties. And it'll be great for this community. So I think you do everything you can. I'd love to know, and we've asked this question 1,000 times. Is it as simple as, well, yeah, the footprint is, and we can't put the NCAA floor in? Is it really that simple? I mean, did they, and nobody screwed up. Everybody's like, well, Krebs screwed it up when they redid the pit. No, they didn't. they never redid the bottom of the pit. And if you recall, before the pit renovation, go back and look at the video. The first 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament were played on home floors, not just on home courts, but or in home buildings on home floors. Go back and look at the Tyus Edney shot on Boise State's floor. It's got the Boise State logos on it. Go back and look at 83 when Valvano won here. It's got the Lobo logo all over it. It doesn't do that anymore. They bring their own floor in. They want it all to look uniform, and so it's got the NCAA floor, and then it's got the location at that half court in the border, right? I don't know that anybody screwed up. It felt like it was right about that same time where they made the change in policy on how they did. But everything's rectifiable. But I would just love to know what the real issue is, right? 505-246-0610. 505-246-0610. And I'd love to see them get in the rotation on that. But how you feel about the NCAA tournament expanding, and what that means. Bronco comes and retires as a Bronco. A former Bronco quarterback is a Savannah Banana and trying to get on with a team. We'll do that when we get back. Got tickets to give away. The Chupacabras play Tingley Coliseum. Next game's 31st against San Diego. We got 2 tickets right now. Go out and see this. It's really fun football. 505-246-0610. Caller 3 right now. Gets a pair of tickets for the Chupacabras in San Diego on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. The opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year.
Got a text, says Krebs and Tim Cass absolutely screwed up the pit on many levels. $60 million, Jeff. Yeah. But that's another debate. I'm talking about the floor itself. That's another. Some people don't like pit renovation. But as far as the floor itself, like that footprint is what I'm talking about. I'm not sure. And again, I've heard so many different things on this. That was part of the screw up, if you will. Now maybe it was. All right, 505-246-0610. Russell Wilson was in uniform with the Savannah Bananas. Did you see that yesterday?
All right, Russ.
Yeah. And now he wants to be back as a veteran backup with the Jets. The Jets are talking to him. No contract is imminent. He's a free agent. He played with the Giants. Said at the end of the season he wants to keep playing. The Jets have Geno Smith as their number one quarterback. They don't have experienced backups. The other quarterbacks on their roster are Bailey Zappi, Brady Cook, and they just drafted Cole Klubnik. Where would Russ fit into that? Russ would fit in as their number 2, right?
Yes, he would.
So maybe that happens. We'll see. Two-time Pro Bowl safety Justin Simmons announced he's retiring from the NFL as a member of the Broncos. 8 seasons with the Broncos. They took him in the 3rd round in 2016, and he will retire as a Bronco. Bo Nix, by the way, evidently is on schedule. Kind of forget that he had that procedure on his ankle. But
a little behind schedule.
Well,
he had a clean up procedure.
So do you expect, they're like, we may be really careful with him. I should be back for training camp, but.
Yeah, they're pointing towards training camp.
All right. Not worried that he's going to miss time, right?
No.
All right. Rudy, you're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Rudy. What's up?
Well, my dad used to take us when we were kids to watch the pit being built. And if I recall correctly, the problem, it's this. The whole bottom section where the floor meets the concrete is all kind of knitted together. So you can't really break out the concrete in the bottom of the pit without running into some structural problems. It's kind of the same thing with the roof. The roof's an engineered roof, so you can't hang anything from the middle because you can't support that weight. That's why they don't have a middle scoreboard like everybody else wants in there.
Yeah,
so what made the pit great is also a limitation, but my observation is this. The problem with the NCAA is they want to play basketball in football arenas.
Well, that's only the Final Four. The other rounds, the first 2 weekends are not in football arenas. Now they're in a lot of NBA arenas.
I understand, and they get nobody showing up. The arenas are half empty because they keep locating them in places that people aren't interested. When we had the regionals here, every game was packed. Every game was sold out. Every game had people clamoring for tickets, and that's where the NCAA gets it wrong. Do you need to have a floor that says NCAA Road to the Final Four?
Yes.
I mean, I just think that they've thrown the baby out with the bathwater on the NCAA basketball tournament. And it's coming to a point where they're going to ruin the best thing in sport. It really is. Blowing up the tournament and adding more teams and all that. It's, you know, it's just where does it end with the quest for money? That's really what this is all about, Jeff, and that's the driver. And I don't know if there's anything UNM can do, and I'm not a structural engineer, but I think that's the issue with the bottom, why you can't just put in another floor. And they want all that room around it, and they want their logo, you know, prominent, and they want this and they want that. The other thing they don't like, if I remember the proposal why it got shot down last time, is they don't like the press row. They don't think there's enough room at press row.
Well, I mean, make it bigger.
You can take global level and change that into press row.
Look, first of all, it's their event. They can do it how they want. They can brand it how they want. And they're not going to let you just have yours look different and everybody else look the same. So yeah, do you have to have all that? The answer is yes. The answer is now yes. You have to have NCAA branded. You have to have Road to the Final Four. However they brand it, the answer is yes. It's their damn tournament. Now, I always wondered, okay, can you take a few planks off? Like, is it too short? So why? I just don't understand why you can't make it.
Yeah, I think it's really just limitations, so they can't put in a portable floor. So that's what kind of ends the discussion kind of right there. I hope. I don't know. Maybe Berryman can come up with something. The guy's just shown an absolute ability to work around things so far. So we'll see what happens. But you know, that's what's going on. I went to the game last night, and I'll tell you what. When people always use that, it's their Super Bowl. Yeah, that was New Mexico State's Super Bowl. They have a losing record, and UNM just couldn't figure out a way to win that game last night. I don't know what's going on with their pitching, but we couldn't get anybody out in the late innings.
16-15, New Mexico State scored 6 times in the 10th, held on for a 16-15 win. They're 3-0 against New Mexico in baseball.
Yeah, and we hit a grand slam home run with nobody out in the bottom of the 10th and then failed to score the tying run.
Yep.
I don't know.
All right, man.
It's baseball. It's baseball. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate you. Thanks. Rudy called at 505-246-0610. All right, Fred, enlighten me. What's happening, Fred?
Well, just, I was going to tell you that Conference USA, I know Rudy was talking about State and of course the Lobos, but Conference USA is always a three-bid league when it comes to the end. They have a really good conference in baseball. There's at least 4 teams that have probably 25 to 30 wins. But that's not why I called, though. I called for a couple other reasons. One was you had mentioned about New Mexico State and UTEP not playing this year. I thought that was kind of weird. So I text my nephew in El Paso. Here's his comment. Neither program is willing to give up their FCS game. Think about New Mexico State. They played 3 non-conference games, one against a FCS, one money game, and UNM. So because they're not conference opponents, there's no opening for the next 5 to 7 years.
Yeah, New Mexico State will play Hawaii, Mercyhurst, Florida State, and New Mexico. And then UTEP, so they got their money game. They're going to Florida State. They got their rivalry game. They're playing New Mexico. They got their FCS as Mercyhurst, and then they got their one, what they think is like them, is Oregon State. Hawaii. The freaking UTEP is going to Norman. They're going to play at Oklahoma and at Michigan, and then they get Oregon State at home, and they get their FCS.
I know. I couldn't believe that, yeah. But, hey, and then one other thing. You had a guy call, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, and he was talking about how the SEC winning the draft, and you talked about it too, about how but here's I just wanted to real quickly This is how many picks came from each conference. SEC 87, Big 10 68, ACC 38, Big 12 38. Then after all those, Independent 7, FCS 4, MAC 4, American 3, Mountain West 3, Sun Belt 2, Conference USA 1, and International 1. So I remember the days when everybody said, well, they'll find you regardless of what team you play on and what you do.
They will, though.
I guess well, I don't know about that. When you look at these, I mean, you're only talking about 15, 20.
Here's the deal, Fred. They'll find you earlier. They find you, they being the big boys.
Oh, yeah,
So-
they'll find you earlier, and then you end up going and playing for a better school.
That's right. Well, you go get paid, and you get your NIL. I mean,
Right,
look at
right,
the Halseys, the Stovers. How many guys that transferred out of Group of 6 or Group of 5 schools were on that list, and then all of a sudden the list swells a little bit.
Yeah, you know the kid from is it Sowers?
Eli
one you were
Sowers.
talking about now.
Yeah.
You know that he would not. I don't think he would have got drafted if he would have been at New Mexico State.
Well,
I really don't.
And he was what, 3rd round, JJ? Is that where Sowers went?
Yeah, it was 3rd round. That's pretty dang high.
Dang right.
He's got to thank Pavia. I'll tell you.
Well, and Jerry
Anyway,
Kill.
that's all, guys.
All right, see you. Stowers came in as a quarterback. Remember when he transferred over, he was going to be their dude, and Diego beat him. And Jerry Kill turned him into a tight end. And it's kind of like the Zach Gentry story, right? Zach Gentry was at El Dorado, went to Michigan as a quarterback. They turned him into a tight end. He got to the NFL. Spent a bunch of years in the NFL. Well, Conference USA, I don't think it's going to get 3 teams, but they do have, like Jacksonville State's 36-9 in baseball. Liberty's 32-13. Missouri State's 26-15. Louisiana Tech's 27-19. They do have some team. Who did Jacksonville State play though? Get to 36-9 is gaudy, isn't it? Yeah, they haven't played much, but you win. Go out and win ball games. Right? That's what it is. Aggies have beat the Lobos all 3 times they played in baseball this year. They beat them last night, 16-15. Out at Santa Ana Starfield. All right, 505-246-0610. I'll get you the latest on the updates for NBA games tonight. Liv has canceled or how about, I guess the word would be postponed, right? A tournament. Every sign is just not good when it comes to that. So we'll get you there. Everything you got to know as you go through your Wednesday, and still time for you to get into 505-246-0610 or Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com, JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. Guys, if you're fatigued, if you're dragging, you don't feel like you just want to feel better, you're tired, you're not performing, you don't have energy, don't assume it just comes with age. It could be your hormones. Vita Vital Medical is here in Albuquerque, and it's the place that actually checks your hormones, helps you feel better. It's real lab work, real medical professionals, and real solutions for men. Solutions like testosterone optimization, weight loss, and performance peptides. It works for men all over the planet, and it can work for you. They're right here in Albuquerque. They test you, blood tests, results, and a personalized plan based on your results to make you feel better. Right now, your exam and your blood work are just $79. Initial exam and blood work, $79. Figure out what's going on with you and fix it. Take advantage of this. 505-537-8484. 505-537-8484. Or online at VitaVitalMedical.com. That's VID as in David, AVIT as in Thomas, AL. VitaVitalMedical.com.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. Find it on ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides
as the Lakers try to close out the Rockets in Los Angeles. Robert, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hi, Robert.
Hello. Several years ago, I was at the pit for a CPR event, and I got a chance to speak to Eddie Nunez, former athletic director, and I asked him that question about the NCAA coming back to New Mexico, and he said there is really no chance of that. And the major problem is the seating capacity. He said these NCAA wants to go to a venue that holds 40,000 as opposed to 15,000. That was a major reason, but he did also mention the court footprint was just not big enough. It didn't comply with some of the NCAA regulations. And, after I was watching the game here at the pit during the tournaments, and one of the announcers mentioned that if you have to take a pee, you got to go all the way upstairs, up to the top of the concourse, which I think that might be kind of old-fashioned as well. So there's probably a lot of improvements that need to be made. Nunes did say that if they expand the field of NCAA teams, that they may come here, but it's kind of I don't think it's going to happen. Hey, have a great day.
All right, a couple of things. First of all, it's a good thing the national guy said that. How long have we been talking about having to take a pee all the way up the ramp? There's nowhere to go. JJ had to miss part of a game, didn't you? You had to leave.
No, I didn't miss any game action.
You didn't?
Did not miss any game action.
You got all the way up and back in a minute and a half break?
There wasn't. It was.
Oh, it was halftime?
Post game or halftime.
Oh, you made Daniel do that? All right.
But made him go, welcome back. We're in the pit.
And
basketball.
JJ's going up there to Wipolois, but we're, yeah. First of all, that's not right as far as they're only going to arenas 40,000. The Final Four is going to stadium. But in 2026, this year of our Lord current, the first round sites were Cox Arena in San Diego, smaller capacity than the pit. Greensboro Coliseum, which is similar to the pit. Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. The Huntsman Center, where Utah plays, smaller capacity than the pit. With all due respect, that's just not right. They were where the Mavericks play, 20,000. They went to, there were NBA arenas. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of NBA arenas. They're all more modern than the pit. The next round games, the regional finals, well, some were big and some were not. They played where the Warriors play. They played in the Georgia Dome. They played in the Metrodome and in the Verizon Center where the Wizards play. So they're playing in NBA arenas for those. So that's not like that's not right. They're not only going to 40, 50,000 seat arenas for the first two rounds. They're not. I mean, San Diego's a classic example, and it's smaller capacity than the floor issue. Evidently, is real. Steve did a lot of research for me on this. He just sent me a bunch of stuff. Because I'm like, well, when did they go right? Well, when did this all happen? He says the NCAA didn't change the dimensions of the basketball court itself. Those have been standard at 94 by 50. What changed, what affected venues like the pit was the minimum space required around the court, the runoff area. The key shift came in the late 90s, early 2000s. By the early 2000s, the NCAA began strictly enforcing larger safety runoff space requirements for the tournament sites. They required more clearance between the court and the seating and the media areas. Standardized space for team benches, media tables, TV broadcast equipment effectively required arenas to have a wider footprint around the court, not a bigger court itself. No, nobody ever said a bigger court. It's the footprint to put that floor on there, which was bigger. And the pit was built in 66, tight sidelines, and that's what's going on. So I guess there wasn't one single rule change or rule date, but there was a policy tightening around 98 and 2002 in that area that effectively disqualified these older, tighter arenas from hosting the tournament. Well, what was the renovation? It was in the mid 2000s, right? Somewhere right around there. So, yeah, but the fact that the seating capacity is not the issue. It's just not, because they're going to arenas that are similar, if not even smaller, capacity than the pit. It's the amenities, it's the makeup, it's those things that I just told you about.
If you want to be involved in the NCAA tournament, it's got to be the opening round.
This Dayton, this new Dayton, right? The Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, I think it's a great way to get in. Now, I don't know that they're going to lax their rules for you. You're going to have to figure out how to do this. Rudy said, why do you need do you need the NCAA logo on every? Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's their event. So the answer is yeah. It's their ball. It's their game. It's their event. It's their rule. You want to play, then play. But you don't get to make the rules because you're the Pit. Well, we're Albuquerque. We're the Pit. Have you ever heard of that? This place is great. Jim Valvano looked for someone to hug here once. Yeah, 40-something years ago. Like, cool. But you better figure it out. But yeah, to Robert, I'm sure Eddie Nunez told you that, but that's just not the way it is. Now, Final Four, that you're not ever getting a Final Four back. Period. Period. Those are going to football stadium. Where were we last year? Indianapolis, where the Colts play. And the year before, I think it was where the Falcons play. And I mean, yeah, you're going to those places. I was in Houston 3 years ago where the Texans. That's where those are. But that's a different story. All right, what else? I get some hockey tonight. I gotta get the Sabres Bruins was pretty good last night. Did you catch any of that?
What a game winner!
Yeah,
that was phenomenal overtime.
Yeah, that was that was back and forth. You get Tampa Bay and Montreal tonight, Pittsburgh and Philly, and then Utah and Vegas, which has been a hell of a series. The Mammoth and the Golden Knights. Huh? AJ DeBonsta, NIL deal. He's upgraded with Nike now. So he's going from college basketball, getting ready for the draft, and he's got his Nike deal. So he had an NIL Nike deal in January of 2024. He's extending that deal, and he's getting more money. Who's the number one overall pick in the draft?
AJ DeBonsta.
Do you think he is?
Yes.
Because he's available? Because he's just more...
It's just as good as a scorer as Peterson. Don't have a question in my back of my mind.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. He's spectacular, too. All right, good stuff today. The Herd with Colin Cowherd is next. The Jim Rome Show will follow that. Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas comes in here at 4 o'clock. Then we're back with award-winning radio. We will begin at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Hey, Adrian, glad you're feeling better. Thanks for being in on the TV side. It looks great. He's JJ Buck. Me, merely Jeff Symbieta. Big day for you?
Huge day.
Enjoy it. Hey, be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We will smell you tomorrow.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport. including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande,